We were just talking, and this is going to be controversial. It's my belief that to be a good criminal defense attorney, it takes a ton of skill and ability to do that. Could you talk? And I don't want to disparage anyone in the civil realm. I will say this because I read a recent LinkedIn article talking about how trial attorneys weren't able to get experience. And I wrote on there, I was like, if you're talking civil,
right.
If you want trial experience, you got to be a criminal defense attorney. You want to be able to walk through fire. Talk to me about what it is to take those criminal defense tools and take them into the civil world.
Well, I think it's just what you said. As a civil lawyer, my cases very rarely go to trial.
Okay. So we were just talking about how it's like to be a criminal defense attorney, and that the skills and actually the tools that you have to do to be able to do that are next to none. And so what I'd like to do, without trying to disparage anybody, can you talk to me, Courtney, about the transition between a criminal defense attorney and becoming a civil attorney?
Sure. So actually, when I was interviewing for my current firm, one of the questions was essentially that, are your skills transferable? And I think that they are 100%, and then more than that, because civil cases are much more likely to settle out of court, much less likely to see the courtroom. So skills in terms of, negotiating with opposing counsel, we've all got to know the facts of our case. We've all got to know the strengths and weaknesses of the case, what the case looks like from our side versus opposing counsel's side. We all know that. But presenting that information in an office or in a boardroom is very different from presenting it in the courtroom. And that is definitely, in my experience, where criminal defense attorneys have the upper hand, because it's much more likely that those cases are going to go to trial. And on that same vein, not here with the Allens, but I worked at a civil plaintiffs firm before this that did criminal and traffic work as well. And I kind of became the de facto mentor of the criminal and traffic attorneys. And I would tell them all the time, if you're not getting cussed at, yelled at, or laughed at as a criminal defense attorney, you are not doing your job right.
Right. You have to be audacious. And, we often represent the villain, right?
Or, perceived villain.
The perceived villain. That's my point, is whether it's real or not, you're the person that supposedly did something wrong, and now you've got this label of you are a freaking felon. You're a criminal.
And
right?
You're a criminal too by association, because you represent these people.